It's time for the Pat Narduzzi Show. Brought to you by GBU Life, providing life insurance, annuities, and community service since 1892. Air Pro Heating and Cooling. Call someone you know. Call Air Pro. The Pat Narduzzi Show is on the Panther Radio Network.
Technology Drive just off the campus at a great University of Pittsburgh. Welcome to the Chris Bickle 97 Panther head coach Pat Narduzzi Show. Let's hear it. Boy, this is a big night for the University of Pittsburgh. Just up the hill on campus, you got the number 1 ranked Panther volleyball team against number 3 Penn State. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations. Wins any way you get them are hard to come by, but that was one legendary game against West Virginia in the backyard brawl.
Yeah, we try to make them close at the end, just so everybody has to stay tight to it and enjoy it and see an exciting game. But like you said, every win is a win, and they all count as one. And no matter how you get it, it's obviously exciting for the fans. Nerve-wracking for a coach. I went home. I think I was sore for 48 hours. I swear. I was like, "What's wrong with my shins? Like, did I get hit in the shins?" I felt like I got beat up after the game. But that's sometimes how you feel.
Yeah, and the fact is, what's impressive about your team is, and I know you asked them every game, give me 60 minutes, and they certainly did. There was never a quit. In fact, when you got the touchdown that brought you to within 3 at the end of the game, I don't think a lot of people were just thinking, let's get a field goal and tie it. They were thinking, let's go down and win this thing. And that's the attitude that appeared with the offense.
No question. That was kind of the intent, and we didn't want to leave any time for them to come back either. So it was kind of like, that's why we saved our timeouts as we went down. We had one timeout and just let that clock run, and let's go win this thing.
Overall, some impressive performances. Your quarterback, Eli Holstein, again, ACC Rookie of the Week and Quarterback of the Week. And that's not all. Sophomore star linebacker Kyle Lewis named Linebacker of the Week. Senior safety Donovan McMillan, Defensive Back of the Week. Each and every week your team, another member of the team is putting up outstanding performance.
No question about it. Other guys are getting involved. I mean, you think about, Dejon Reynolds with the big catch he had. His first catch of the season. I mean, you never know when it's going to come. He made a gigantic catch, with the pass interference call at the same time. And, different guys should show up every week, and that's what the game of football is about. It's a team game.
I think it was, second down and 20.
30, I think.
30. Yeah, 30. From 30. The 40. That's right. And Eli Holstein dropped that on a dime. I mean, in spite of the interference and there were 3 Mountaineers around there. That was a spectacular catch for Day.
It really was. It was a good catch for him, and great catch for us, right, for the team.
And the irony is Eli loses his helmet that we saw pulled off, and then because in college football, if you lose your helmet, then you got to have another player. So Nate Yarnell comes in for one play, handoff, touchdown, the go-ahead, and game winner. Wow, what an exciting evening. And I know the Panthers, nobody left the stadium.
Yeah, nobody left the stadium. That helmet thing was, did you really? I mean, that could have been a critical situation in the game had, not worked out like it did. But, you didn't have the time to get to be a one-play deal either. You didn't want to sit there and sub a quarterback in. If that would have gone 2 or 3 plays, that would have been interesting. Even though we have faith in Nate, it was like, he came cold off the bench for that play and did a heck of a job.
And so the Panthers are 3-0 heading into the last non-conference game against Youngstown State this Saturday at Acrisure Stadium at 3:30. There's always a lot of great connections, certainly in the coaching world. And, I always say you're a half person from everybody here in Pittsburgh, and you're a Youngstown guy. And what a great thing. Your dad, you were the star linebacker in '85. Starting for your dad, leading the Ohio Valley Conference back then in tackles, and the connection with your family in Youngstown. It's great that we're playing Youngstown. They've only played 5 times against Pitt over the years, so it's pretty special.
No doubt. They beat us in 12. I think their head coach educated them on the win they got in 2012. They took us to overtime one year when I was here. I'm 2-0 against them right now, but you got to go play. I mean, they got good players. You look at, I told our team, CJ Lee and Desmond Reed, we're both, FCS guys. There's good players. There's 113 players in the FCS in the NFL right now. So there's good players. So you got to be wary. You got to come ready to play every game.
They're going to be a little sour because they were upset by Duquesne last week after they got their first win against Valparaiso. So you can't ever take an opponent lightly. But your team, you feel, with the excitement and euphoria of these back-to-back classic games, you don't want to let down.
Don't want to let down. Will not have a letdown. That's not going to happen. We've worked on that all week. I think our guys, we had a great Wednesday practice, I can tell you that. I think a really good Tuesday. So I'm happy with where they are after the first 2 days, and we'll clean it up tomorrow on our perfect Thursday.
And when we come back, we'll talk about the weekly awards for the Panthers. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hey, Pitt fans, as the official credit union of the Pitt Panthers, Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help you reach all your financial goals. Clearview wants to help you score big financially, whether you need to save, spend, borrow, or learn, they're here to help. Get easy access to your money from anywhere using their digital banking featuring Zelle, Clearview Live Video Banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, and financial centers throughout the Pittsburgh area. Visit clearviewfcu.org/Panthers to learn more and open an account today. Hail to Pitt.
Hey Pittsburgh, it's Cam Hayward. I know firsthand that an illness such as cancer can strike at any time, even when you're at the top of your game. If you are healthy and life is going your way now, this is the best time to get life insurance. You can get a policy with GBU Life that's affordable to you now and build on it for the future with their guaranteed purchase option rider. Get started protecting the life you're building today at GBU.org.
GBU Life is the marketing name for GBU Financial Life, Pittsburgh, PA. Life insurance underwritten by GBU. This is a paid endorsement. Coverage is subject to approval and may not be available in all states.
Play in the field is under further review.
Making the right call requires speed and accuracy.
I've got your result right here, Mrs. Johnson.
Siemens Healthineers provides laboratories with fast and accurate test results when and where they're needed. From the world's largest hospital systems to care centers here in the Berg and across Western Pennsylvania, Siemens Healthineers helps labs tackle the toughest challenges.
Mac.bid is here. What is it? It's your place to save up to 80% off retail. But don't share this news, because you don't need the bidding competition. Neighbor wants to know where you got that new mower? Lie. Mom's admiring your new cookware? Fib. Your priest wants a new TV just like yours. Okay, maybe you tell your priest about Mac.bid, but don't tell anyone else. You need to become a deceiver, a teller of untruths, a fabricator of falsehoods, a spinner of yarns. Winning at Mac.bid is amazing. Competition stinks. Mac.bid is here. Tell no one.
Welcome to the Eliza Hot Metal Bistro and Hotel Indigo Pittsburgh, University, Oakland, host of the Pat Narduzzi Show. At Eliza Hot Metal Bistro, our chefs are true craftsmen, infusing every bite with passion and precision. Elevate your special event to new heights with our rooftop terrace, with over 2,600 square feet of flexible event space. And when it's time to relax after being minutes from the action, our well-appointed guest rooms provide the perfect sanctuary. The Eliza Hot Metal Bistro and Hotel Indigo Pittsburgh, University, Oakland, where every detail, every moment matters.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Panthers.
Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Steps up on the run. Touchdown! Off the right side. He throws it into the end zone to Desmond Reed. And for Reed, his second touchdown reception of the year, and the Panthers have gone ahead.
Back and forth, the backyard brawl. The Pitt Hall of Fame voice of the Panthers, Bill Hillgrove, calling the action. We're at Hotel Indigo with Pat Narduzzi, and I'm looking, Coach, at your weekly awards, man. Each and every week in these past 3 games, you could select a lot of guys, but let's start with the special teams, and I'm going to guess who it is.
He's our guest today. I mean, that scoop and score, he had a winning grade, had a tackle on special teams, and also TD. So it wasn't just about the scoop and score on the punt block, but it was more about just everything else he does. He's on our punt team, which is the most important special team in football. He's on that. I don't know how many different, probably had 21 plays on special teams, which is a lot for all the stuff he's doing at Mike linebacker. He's playing the best ball that he's ever played, which is what you expect your seniors to do. And he was a special teams player of the week.
And on defense?
Oh boy, Kyle Lewis. He's been special since the spring. He's explosive. He's twitchy. He got it all. Had some scouts today to start talking about him. Like, hey, I know he's young, coach, but Kyle Lewis, 10.5 tackles, a TFL, interception to end the game, a PBU, and a quarterback hit. He's all over the place.
Well, I had to laugh after the game. He came in for the press conference, and he had that ball tucked under his arm, and I saw WVU on it, and I joked to him. I said,
they'll be calling back for it.
I said, there's a West Virginia State trooper outside looking for a football. He started laughing. All right, on offense, guess who?
Eli Holstein, 21 of 30, 301 yards, again, over 300 yards, 3 TDs, protected the ball, had 14 carries for almost 60 yards, so Eli continues to impress.
And let's go to unsung hero.
Unsung hero. Again, let's tell it like it is. He went to unsung hero. Okay, he forgot the offensive lineman of the week, but he did it on purpose because it says none. We didn't feel like offensive line wise we played. Let's just tell it like it is. That we didn't feel like we had an offensive lineman of the week. So that's how we felt. Kind of how we played up front. We didn't protect the quarterback and nobody was happy about that. We're not sugarcoating it, so there was no O-lineman of the week. But we'll go to the unsung heroes like you wanted to. Special teams unsung hero, that the guy that gave Brandon George that opportunity to scoop and score. Maverick Gracio, a redshirt freshman from he's all over the place. I think he spent time in San Diego. He spent time in California. Spent time in New Mexico. We picked him up down in South Florida, and Maverick is a tough, hard-nosed, physical guy, and he came through there, blocked that punt, and we were in punt safe. Which doesn't mean we're necessarily going to be safe, but we're always going to rush it different. We kind of use some of our base pressures that we like against what they're doing. And Coach Manlack dialed that one up and got a punt block.
Yeah, I know when Bill Hillgrove said his name, everybody in the stadium was like, who's Maverick? and that was pretty heroic, too. And then gave Brandon a chance to scoop and score. All right, unsung hero on defense.
On defense, Nick James, D tackle, number 11, had a winning grade, had a, tackle and a half, which, D tackles don't get that many tackles, had a TFL as well. But the thing you notice about this guy, and you notice it in practice every day, is he is getting off the ball. He's penetrating the line of scrimmage. He's creating havoc in the backfield. He is right now our best D tackle. There's hands down, he is the guy right now. He's raised his game, and I think he keeps getting better every practice.
Unsung hero in offense.
Offense, Dejon Reynolds, Day with the winning grade. That one big reception for a TD to put us down by 3 and create that. Gives the defense excitement. Our defensive fed off that, went 3 and out, forced the punt. But Dejon got everybody excited with that catch, and from Eli Holstein and Dejon, that was impressive. And I think he ran 21.5 miles an hour that day, and that was probably 21. He was going. And so that was a heck of a play.
All right, defensive attack force player of the week.
Again, another one of those outside linebackers that's flying around. I mean, we got really our 3 starting linebackers on this list today. Is Rasheem Biles, goes by Heem, 7.5 tackles, 3 TFLs, a PBU, and a quarterback hit. I mean, he's all over the place too. The linebackers, I don't know if you've heard it, they call themselves the shark. So when you see like those guys start to go here, that's shark fin. They've really attached themselves to that, and they've had different names through the years, but I think this one's going to stick for a long time.
Yeah, they posted some on social media, so if fans see, that's what that's about. The Sharks are out. Rocks players of the week. These are your scout team players who have an opportunity to show what they can do, but are really important in helping practice all week.
No question about it. It's critical. Special teams was Benny Hasselberg. He's a receiver, a walk-on receiver that does a great job not only on special teams but at the receiver spot, and gets reps really with our third-team offense. Getting ready for the game, and then offense. Caleb Holmes, offensive lineman from Atlanta, Georgia. He actually played some guard and he played tight end for us. We put him in a, I think it was 81 last week. He was number 81. Big, the backup tight end would come in their 12 personnel package. He did a phenomenal job, and really helped us get prepared for that game. And then defensively, giving our offense havoc off the edge is Zach Zollers, a young man, from Pennsylvania, walk on as well. That he's got a motor. Shoot, he might get it again this week, based on what I've seen the last 2 days.
And those are the Panthers' weekly award winners. Let's hear it. And when we come back, we'll be joined by our special guest. Coach asked super senior captain linebacker Brandon George. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
At Sarah's Candies, we make raising money for your group simple and sweet. With our chocolate bar and pretzel rod fundraisers, there are no minimums to get started, and you can earn up to 50% profit. Whether you're raising funds for a school, sports team, or even just yourself, we make it easy for groups of all sizes to succeed. Mention this ad when you order over the phone to earn 50% profit on your next order. Call 1-800-255-7771 to get started today.
Hey, Pitt fans! Delta Airlines is proud to fly the Pittsburgh Panthers and their fans across the country and around the globe. Delta Airlines offers nonstop service to 6 destinations from Pittsburgh. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, you'll enjoy Delta Airlines' award-winning customer service as we support you through your travel journey. Pitt Athletics and Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
Thanks to 850 community partners across an 11-county service area, Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is working to eliminate hunger and stabilize lives across the Three Rivers region. We're committed to making sure all our neighbors have consistent access to healthy food, and we're connecting people to other critical services to address the root causes of food insecurity. To get help, volunteer, or donate today, visit pittsburghfoodbank.org or call 412-460-3663.
As on the football field, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win your financial goals. Their wealth advisors use proven strategies with a focus on retirement distribution and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jksfinancial.com.
The 2-minute warning, the caution flag, the 4. At PNC Bank, we believe in the power of a helpful watch out. That's why we created Low Cash Mode, the new financial watch out that gives you multiple options and at least 24 hours of extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Low Cash Mode on Virtual Wallet from PNC Bank. Available on all virtual wallet products. To learn more, visit pnc.com/lowcashmode. Copyright 2021, the PNC Financial Services Group, Inc. All rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
You want a news source that delivers unrivaled football coverage? Then you want the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, because the Post-Gazette delivers football 24/7. High school, college, and the pros. Up to the minute, in-depth reports, scores and stats, matchups and highlights, breaking news and breakout players. Exclusive coverage, online, in print, or on the go. So for football and all the news that impacts our region, the Post-Gazette delivers what matters most.
It's the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
On formation, Straw gets the snap. There is pressure. Blocked by the Panthers, and it's rolling. And the Panthers pick it up inside the 25. Running with the football, Brandon George into the end zone. A Panther touchdown on a block punt.
The scoop and score. Welcome back to the Pat Narduzzi Show. We're joined by head coach Pat Narduzzi, special guest, super senior, and captain Brandon George, who was the scoop and score hero in that play. How you feeling, Brandon?
Like $1 million.
You know what? I heard Coach in his pregame talking to you guys in the locker room. It's on the Field Pass, and if you haven't seen this week's edition of the Field Pass, just search it up on social media. Coach said, you'll remember this game for the rest of your life. That play, among others, you will never forget, Brandon.
No, I won't forget any of that. It's a heck of a game to have your first career touchdown, too. So.
What was it like? I mean, the atmosphere was absolutely terrific. You guys were battling. Every play mattered, back and forth. Take us through that play.
I just remember getting the call from the sideline and thinking, well, it's punt safe. We have the deadliest punt safe unit in the country right now. We're 2 touchdowns on punt safe. So thinking that we could probably make another play. We could make a return. And then hearing that double thud off of Maverick's head, seeing the ball pop out, thinking I'm gonna pick this up and score. The run down the sideline. So took me back to the old and golden days in high school when I used to run the ball.
And what was beautiful about that is it was right there in the Panther pit.
Yeah, hearing them stand up, scream, holler, feeling kind of the momentum shift after the fake punt attempt from West Virginia. It was phenomenal.
That must be a lot of fun, but you have to be pretty athletic to be running full tilt and pick up that football and keep going. But you had touchdown on your mind.
Oh, heck yeah. I thought pinkies together, scoop and score. That's all. We drill it every day through and turnover circuit, making sure that we know how to pick up a fumble. Like, that's one of the hardest things to do, especially when you're running full speed down the field. So that was definitely an example of where coaching and teaching takes to the field, and you can
pinkies together, coach.
Yeah.
Little cheat code.
Get some dirt in your fingernails. You can't miss it. Get half of it. You got to get it all. So.
Yeah, obviously, congratulations on a great win, being 3-0, rolling into week 4. Your team's got to be pretty pumped up, but as Coach always points out, lots to clean up. And as a leader of the team, when you're going back and forth, how do you keep your guys focused and locked in for full 60 minutes?
You just got to tell them next play. Be where your feet are. Like, if something bad happened the play before, like, rinse it, wash it, keep moving forward. And, like, there's a lot of times, there's a saying around that we say, the rear view mirror is small and the windshield's big for a reason. Like, you can learn from that, but you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing and grinding, and that's how you make plays throughout a game.
You know, and you guys certainly made plenty of plays on defense. To me, the most critical drive for the Ears was when they got the ball back after you got that touchdown to come within 3. So you're down 10 with 4:55 left in the game, and you're thinking, we got to get this stop, and you had a 3 and out. And that was so crucial because you gave your offense plenty of time to come down the field for at very least get a tying field goal. But as we talked about with Coach, it looked like the offense was like, we're going to go down there and win this thing.
Absolutely. Just not like I said on the sideline, we're gonna get our boys the ball back. We get our boys the ball back, we're gonna win this football game. So we have a lot of confidence in our offense as a defense, knowing that if we can get them the ball, they're gonna score.
And then ending the game with a pick. It just with Kyle Lewis, I mean, that was just apropos for an unbelievable, legendary day of Pitt football.
Absolutely, it was an unbelievable day for Kyle. His first career interception, one heck of a game. He was the ACC linebacker of the week. Like, that's all you want for one of your brothers is to be great like that on a special day like that.
And I also appreciate, Coach, I heard Eli Holstein said today, hey, a bunch of us are going to go to the volleyball game. You support each other. They come to your games. You're going to theirs. Pretty special.
Absolutely. It's special seeing all of our brothers and sisters at Pitt succeed like that. I want to say I saw the stat the other day. We have like 22 wins and like 1 tie and 2 losses or something like that throughout all of Pitt's fall sports right now. So it's great to see everybody succeed like that.
As a leader on this football team, it's part of your job is to help keep your teammates locked in. How do you not overlook Youngstown?
Like everybody, you got to respect all and fear none when it comes to football. You have to respect who they are. They're Division I football players as well. They put their boots on the same way we put our boots on. So taking the field every day, knowing that we have to get better, we have to improve on the things that we failed at last weekend, and that's how you win football games.
And what's your scouting report of the Youngstown State offense?
They're a really good offense. They lead the country in time of possession, which is a testament to how they run the football. They like a lot of inside zone. They like a lot of downhill runs, stuff like that, and they do it pretty well. So it's going to be a big thing, like it is every week, that we stop the run and really force them to be a one-dimensional offense and throw the football. We're
going to learn a lot more about Captain Brandon George when we come back. Let's hear it for our hometown hero here. What a game. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Icy Light is the official beer of getting up early. It's the official beer of rallying the troops. The official beer of turning a 3-hour game into an all-day affair. The official beer of, did you just see that? The official beer of rising and cheering in unison for every season-defining moment. Icy Light, the official official beer of your Pittsburgh Panthers. Let's raise another.
You want a news source that delivers unrivaled football coverage? Then you want the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, because the Post-Gazette delivers football 24/7. High school, college, and the pros. Up to the minute, in-depth reports, scores and stats, matchups and highlights, breaking news, and breakout players. Exclusive coverage, online, in print, or on the go. So for football and all the news that impacts our region, the Post-Gazette delivers what matters most.
The 2-minute warning, the caution flag, the 4. At PNC Bank, we believe in the power of a helpful watch out. That's why we created Low Cash Mode, the new financial watch out that gives you multiple options and at least 24 hours of extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Low Cash Mode on Virtual Wallet from PNC Bank. Available on all virtual wallet products. To learn more, visit pnc.com/lowcashmode. Copyright 2021, the PNC Financial Services Group, Inc. All rights reserved. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Mac.bid is here. What is it? It's your place to save up to 80% off retail. But don't share this news, because you don't need the bidding competition. Neighbor wants to know where you got that new mower? Lie. Mom's admiring your new cookware? Fib. Your priest wants a new TV just like yours. Okay, maybe you tell your priest about Mac.bid, but don't tell anyone else. You need to become a deceiver, a teller of untruths, a fabricator of falsehoods, a spinner of yarns. Winning at Mac.bid is amazing. Competition stinks. Mac.bid is here. Tell no one.
Play in the field is under further review.
Making the right call requires speed and accuracy.
I've got your result right here, Mrs. Johnson.
Siemens Healthineers provides laboratories with fast and accurate test results when and where they're needed. From the world's largest hospital systems to care centers here in the Berg and across Western Pennsylvania, Siemens Healthineers helps labs tackle the toughest challenges.
Let's return to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Holstein steps up, throws it down the field. Pass will be caught! Touchdown Panthers! And that is Dejan Reynolds.
I mean, that's a flag as well, too. I mean, they held his arms down.
Yep.
I know it's a touchdown.
No, I don't see a flag anywhere, but it's a 60-yard touchdown pass. Holstein to Reynolds.
You talk about a game-changing play, and what a catch by Day in the end zone with 3 ears draped all over him. That was the touchdown that brought the Panthers within 3. Welcome back to the Pat Narduzzi Show. We're in Hotel Indigo. Coach's special guest, Super Senior Captain Brandon George. Brandon, I know this team in particular, your teammates, and you've been a part of this, have been recognized nationally for the great work you do off the field as well. Tell us about the pediatric cancer fundraiser that you're a big part of.
So this year I had the honor to kind of have my own initiative, and I chose to support children's or UPMC Children's through my efforts with the fundraiser we call Because. The reason that I chose to get into this is because one of my good childhood friends and actually passed away from brain cancer when I was in high school. So this is something that's really close to my heart that I wanted to help people out with. And all the funds that we raise throughout this football season will go to supporting all the families that are kind of burdened with pediatric cancer through supporting them when they have hotel visits, pay for food, transportation, all that in order to get the treatment that they need.
And how can Panther fans help you support this effort?
We're taking cash donations and really anything that anybody's willing to give through the website that's on my Twitter and Instagram page. It's because.givesmart.com, and it's anything and everything helps with that.
Getting your Twitter and all that stuff there too.
Oh, if I can remember this. My Twitter is B. Hold on. I had to think about this. That's good he doesn't remember. I don't remember my Twitter.
Well, we're going to ask Coach what his is in a minute, Brandon.
Good luck with that one.
Coach is on Snapface.
Mine's Coach D's or Coach D's. It's easy. It's easy.
Mine's B_George06 is my Twitter, and then my Instagram is Brandon_G0625. The links are both in the bio, and like I said, anything and everything helps.
Really appreciate you for doing that, and again, to you and your teammates for all the great work you do around the year off the field.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, let's hear it for Brandon George. But we're not done with you yet. All right, Super Senior. I know it's one game at a time. I get all that. That's coach speak, and I buy into it. You know, you want to know this week. That's what you want to do. But looking ahead to your future, what's on your, aside from trying to play on Sundays, which I think you have an excellent chance of doing?
We're trying. Right now, as cliche as it sounds, it is one step at a time, one game at a time, one rep at a time. That's when you've been around that long, or around football as long as I have, and not to mention how long Coach Narduzzi's been around it. You just kind of realize that you are only today is promised, and only the next day is promised. So especially when football, when one thing can lead to another, and you could end up playing your last game on a day you didn't think you would. That's really where that one play, that one step mentality really comes into effect. So I'm really only looking forward to tomorrow's perfect Thursday practice and watching film on Youngstown State, then getting through Friday's film sessions, preparing for Youngstown State, and then to play Youngstown State.
He's locked in.
I could see this. There's a reason he's a captain.
When football's over, what do you want to do?
When football's over, I didn't think that far yet. I have my degree.
He's worried about perfect Thursday.
Yeah,
huh?
I have my degree, so I know I'll be set, especially from a great university like the University of Pittsburgh.
Business administration, and by the way, the University of Pittsburgh's academics are as strong and high as anybody's in the country. It's not easy to get into Pitt.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
So after being here for so long, you're one of those rare players that survived the COVID and all the things that went with that. It's just been a crazy time in your 6 years now here at the University of Pittsburgh. You're from Reading, Pennsylvania, so you're not that far. But what do you love about Pittsburgh?
I love the food. First and foremost, the food here is phenomenal. But I love the feel. I love the feel of Pittsburgh. Everybody here is nice and loving, and you're hard pressed to find anybody like the people of Pittsburgh. I love the city itself. I love the campus. Like growing up, I didn't really know where I wanted to go. I'm closer to Philly, so I went to Philly a good bit. But like, Philly's not the same as Pittsburgh. It's not that same loving feel.
I happen to agree with you. It's a great city. People are really friendly here. You know, sometimes to a fault, because they can keep you. Like, if you ask, they're going to help you get to wherever, even if you didn't ask.
Absolutely.
You know where the gas station used to be? Yeah, you turn left there if you're getting directions from a Pittsburgher.
Exactly. I still do that. I used to describe, like, you remember where the Sunoco is on campus? And I was like, wait a minute, that's not there anymore. That's an entire apartment complex now.
Well, that's to your credit. You're a great leader and have been for a long time at the University of Pittsburgh. No matter what you do, you're going to represent this university, this city, and your family in such a great way and a high level. What do you do to detach, though? You know, it can't be all 24/7, even though Coach would like it to be.
He's got a date tonight.
You got a date night?
I have a date night tonight.
Where are you going, bowling or what? What do you do?
He's going out with his sister.
Nah, I don't have a sister. You know that now. We're just going to go and grab some pizza and some fries and stuff like that and kind of kick back and relax.
What's your go-to pizza? Come on. Reveal.
I don't every pizza is my go-to pizza. I'm not a picky
He's going
eater.
to Mercurio's tonight.
Yeah,
though.
Mercurio's and Shady Side is the place tonight.
I've been there. That is a cool vibe in that place.
Yeah.
That's a good date.
Get the gelato, too. Got to get the gelato.
Got to get the gelato.
Is this a first date?
Nah, this ain't a first date.
Okay, because that's impressive to go there, on a first date. It's like, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon, good luck against Youngstown State. Thank you for always representing. And let's hear it for Captain Brandon George, Coach Narduzzi's special guest. When we come back, I know you got to go, but if you want to make sure you listen, because we got Pat Bostic with the scouting report.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
I'm with Rocco Florio of Air Pro Heating and Cooling, a trusted HVAC company that carries quality Bryant products and serves the entire Pittsburgh area. Rocco, what's up on prices for furnaces and air conditioning equipment?
Larry, it's best for people to purchase now, as equipment prices are going up in the coming months. AirPro takes pride in our prices. We are lower than the competition and provide financing options and long warranties.
Call AirPro Heating and Cooling today at 800-749-0642. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. Joe, it's commonly known that NSS Life has a wide range of insurance products and high-yielding annuities that are among the industry's best.
You're right, Bill. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Protecting and providing for your family. That's NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Hey Pitt fans, as the official credit union of the Pitt Panthers, Clearview Federal Credit Union is here to help you reach all your financial goals. Clearview wants to help you score big financially, whether you need to save, spend, borrow, or learn, they're here to help. Get easy access to your money from anywhere using their digital banking featuring Zelle, Clearview Live Video Banking, over 80,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, and financial centers throughout the Pittsburgh area. Visit clearviewfcu.org/Panthers to learn more and open an account today. Hail to Pitt.
Icy Light is the official beer of getting up early. It's the official beer of rallying the troops. The official beer of turning a 3-hour game into an all-day affair. The official beer of, did you just see that? The official beer of rising and cheering in unison for every season-defining moment. Icy Light, the official beer of your Pittsburgh Panthers. Let's raise another.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Northwestern Mutual Pittsburgh today. Visit pittsburgh.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome to the Eliza Hot Metal Bistro and Hotel Indigo Pittsburgh, University, Oakland, host of the Pat Narduzzi Show. At Eliza Hot Metal Bistro, our chefs are true craftsmen, infusing every bite with passion and precision. Elevate your special event to new heights with our rooftop terrace, with over 2,600 square feet of flexible event space. And when it's time to relax after being minutes from the action, our well-appointed guest rooms provide the perfect sanctuary. The Eliza Hot Metal Bistro and Hotel Indigo Pittsburgh, University, Oakland, where every detail, every moment matters.
Back to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Jet motion. Holstein jostled in the pocket. Throws it for the end zone. Touchdown Panthers. That is Desmond Reed getting loose on the far sideline just inside the goal line to give the Panthers another go-ahead.
That was Big Ben-esque.
Big Ben-esque. That was the voice of Pat Bostic, former Pitt quarterback, 13-9.
Right.
How many? I saw fans with the Bostic football jersey.
I gave that guy my jersey. They weren't able to buy it. It wasn't that much.
But Patrick is also the Senior Associate Athletic Director of Development Major Gifts. And Coach, our man here, was very fired up, like all of us, though. At one point, as you were getting ready for the final drive, I think we said, you know, this is why everybody does what they do, why you as a coach, the players, the fans, us as broadcasters coming together to be a part of a game like this where you actually feel a bond, Pat, and especially for you. You've been such a part of great Pitt history here, especially in the backyard brawl.
That was fun. It was a lot of fun and a great win. And, you know, Eli and I share a commonality. We both got our helmets ripped off by West Virginia defenders at the goal line.
No, he didn't get it ripped off. It fell off.
No, it got ripped off.
No,
it got ripped off. The only difference is I scored, he didn't. So there you go.
Yeah, but you won the game. A W.
Won the game.
He ran a lot longer than you did.
He did, but he didn't get in the end zone. I didn't run at all. I got pushed in the end zone. So.
Well, let's talk about how special Eli Holstein has been playing. First 3 games at the collegiate level. He is recognized by the conference. Every one of those games is Rookie of the Week, this time adding Quarterback of the Week. And you said Big Ben-esque. What exactly did you mean by that?
Almost got pulled down by his shirt in the pocket, stayed not only upright, but eyes down the field and stepped up and made a throw. And he does that a lot. I mean, he got face masked again, turned around and ran. But I think with him, the thing that's probably has me more excited are the plays that could be made, that are out there, that he's still a freshman. He's really good. He's making plays in the fourth quarter that he has that inside of him. But there are plays that he can continue to get more efficient and consistent on, that when he does that, not if, when, he's going to be even better. And I think the entire offense is is kind of thinking that right now. I think if you watch the last two games, you realize they didn't need to be as stressful as they became because perhaps of some opportunities that were missed. But you can't take it away from him. He is playing at a high level when they need it most. And there's a lot of confidence with him, with that football in his hands. And that bleeds through not only on offense, but defense, special teams, the entire sideline. It's a powerful thing, and it's really good to see, especially earlier in the season.
Try to give us as fans and as a former quarterback the degree of difficulty that it is as a freshman out there leading a team, at a high level. And this is one of the greatest rivalries in college football history. And there he is under the lights doing his thing. But you say he's got a lot to learn even in these moments. He's been tracking very well.
Yeah, it's a lot is a relative term, but I think, this is the first game we saw some pre-snap stuff and, some alignment issues where guys aren't set. And that's the stuff that, I think Pitt was in 1st and 11 plus 6 times in that game. Second and over 10 times in that game. Preventable pre-snap penalties, negative plays, sacks. But how he's operated has been the most impressive thing. He doesn't seem to get rattled. He's poised. He's consistent in terms of his demeanor, which I think permeates, regardless of whether you huddle or not. Guys watch your body language, and he's the same guy on every single play. And that's a tribute to him as a young player and being the kind of mentally stable guy he is.
And Coach Narduzzi, when you analyze a game, penalties were a factor, as Pat pointed out. How do you coach not making penalties, pre-snap penalties? I get that,
I don't get that. That's the ones I don't get.
Well, those are preventable. I'm saying, but some of the other ones, there's a difference in penalties in terms of being aggressive and those pre-snap kind of things.
Yeah, and we've been great with the pre-snaps. I think that was the first. We had 7 unforced errors, we call them. That shouldn't happen, whether it's receivers getting set, jumping off sides on defense, or illegal procedure on offense. We had 7 of them on Saturday and had one on special teams as well. So, we got to prevent those. And again, I think it was almost more of that composure. I think our guys were so juiced up that they lost it a little bit. We can't do that Saturday.
And what else outside of the offense, Pat? Observations about Saturday's game?
Well, it's the second game in a row the defense has made key stops when they needed to. And they were on the field a lot in that game. And that's a point of emphasis, I think, this week with a team that I think they had 42 minutes time of possession last week against Duquesne. When you play a team like West Virginia, which, I haven't watched the rest of the teams, but that's about as good an offensive line as you're probably going to play all year. They want to run the ball, and you're down 10, and you're on the field the entire third quarter. It says something about a group that can dig deep and find a way to get off the field when they need to. And they've done that. I think the challenge now is to carry that same urgency into the first quarter, the second quarter on both sides of the ball. Special teams continue to be clutch when you need them. And I think this team has the best kicker in the ACC. And that is a huge weapon that I think probably gets undersold. He's probably as good a pro prospect as there is on this team, and that's not a bad thing. He is really good, and that's going to help win ball games. He's already done that, obviously, at Cincinnati, but his kickoffs, all the things he does, is that gives you confidence, too, I think, as a coach, that when you're in range, you can be aggressive because you're at the 30-yard line at the end of the game. He's good from 55 to tie that thing. So be aggressive and go try to win it.
And when we come back, we'll get the full scouting report on Youngstown State with Pat Bostic. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Hey, Pitt fans. Delta Airlines is proud to fly the Pittsburgh Panthers and their fans across the country and around the globe. Delta Airlines offers nonstop service to 6 destinations from Pittsburgh. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, you'll enjoy Delta Airlines' award-winning customer service as we support you through your travel journey. Pitt Athletics and Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
As on the football field, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win your financial goals. Their wealth advisors use proven strategies with a focus on retirement distribution and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jksfinancial.com.
Thanks to 850 community partners across an 11-county service area, Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is working to eliminate hunger and stabilize lives across the Three Rivers region. We're committed to making sure all our neighbors have consistent access to healthy food, and we're connecting people to other critical services to address the root causes of food insecurity. To get help, volunteer, or donate today, visit pittsburghfoodbank.org or call 412-460-3663.
At Sarah's Candies, we make raising money for your group simple and sweet. With our chocolate bar and pretzel rod fundraisers, there are no minimums to get started, and you can earn up to 50% profit. Whether you're raising funds for a school, sports team, or even just yourself, we make it easy for groups of all sizes to succeed. Mention this ad when you order over the phone to earn 50% profit on your next order. Call 1-800-255-7771 to get started today.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Panthers.
I'm with Rocco Florio from Air Pro Heating and Cooling with great news.
Air Pro and Bryant are now offering the $1,000 rebate program. Buy a furnace, take $1,000 off. Add a central air conditioning system, take another $1,000 off. That's $2,000 savings.
Plus up to 60 months interest-free financing or low 3.9% interest, subject to credit approval. So call someone you know. Call Air Pro Heating and Cooling at 800-749-0642. Bryant, whatever it takes.
It's the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
Second and goal at the one. He's in the gun. Hands it off. Plunge off the left side. That's a touchdown for Pitt. And Derek Davis to give the Panthers the lead with 32 seconds to go.
Pitt's Hall of Fame voice of the Panthers, Bill Hillgrove, calling the winning touchdown. And it ended with a Kyle Lewis pick. And Pitt wins over the West Virginia Mountaineers in the Backyard Brawl. Welcome back to the Pat Narduzzi Show. Time for what you need to know about Youngstown State with our scouting report brought to you by PNC Bank. Make today the day. So, Pat Bostic, as you look at the film or video, what do you see in Youngstown State? They had a big disappointing loss for them, an upset by Duquesne University last week.
Yeah, they gave up a couple chunk plays on defense. Obviously, that Duquesne scored quick when they scored because, 42 to 18 is pretty significant difference in time of possession. It is. That's about as big as you're going to see. As Brandon said earlier, they lead the country in time of possession. They led the country last year in time of possession. Quarterback's the leading rusher. They'll use him in the run game. They'll use him in the RPO game, not only throwing to perimeter players, but the tight ends out of the backfield. I think they called a few, if not more than that, keeps last week where they counter action and they'll wrap an offensive lineman and he'll ram it up in there. He's kind of a legacy kid there. I guess his dad played there, which is interesting story. Defensively, they're similar structure to what, probably Eli's seen in camp all year, with the exception of the third down stuff and some of the pressures. A couple familiar faces on that side of the ball and Steph Hall in the secondary. But I think they're a solid team. This is a weird time for them to play a game like this. They usually play a big game like this early in the season, game week 1 or 2, and then they'll start their conference play next week. But this is their Super Bowl, obviously. They've played here at Pitt before. They've had success in this game before and near success in this game. And I think a lot of these guys think they can play at this level, and this is a proving ground to do that. So you're going to get their best shot. But certainly they want to play a physical brand, and they want to try to control the clock and control the tempo of the game. I think if it gets to a track meet, they know they're not going to win that type of game. with the offensive explosion that the Panthers have.
In history, Pitt's 21-1 against FCS teams. That one was in 2012, and as Coach Narduzzi mentioned, you've had some battles with this team over your tenure.
No doubt. Two of them, and the most memorable one was that overtime game down in the Panther Pit. It ended in the Panther Pit with a touchdown, but a lot of great plays in that end zone with the Panther Pit, huh?
A lot of good
You
ones.
think about some of the plays we've had down in that end zone. MJ 2 years ago, and then this past weekend.
Lucas Krull against North Carolina.
The Pitt special.
It's funny. I was just thinking of that exact play in the rain.
Yeah.
Remember that? It was raining heavy.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are – I think it's about yourself, right? I mean, this is an opportunity to play a four-quarter game. I don't think – if you look at yourself in the mirror, you realize you haven't done that yet on both sides of the ball on special teams, and you want to feel really good going into an open week. That was always as a player, like, you don't want to go in an open week with any sort of doubt or regret in terms of how you play it. And you got a chance to go in, let's be honest, 4-0 with conference play in front of you and a lot of confidence. And that means you got to go out and play your absolute best regardless of who the opponent is on Saturday afternoon at 3:30, and you're going to get their best shot because they've got nothing to lose in a game like this. They got nothing to lose and everything to gain certainly from it, and individuals will want to prove something as well. So a lot of guys on this Pitt team played at FCS last year, and I think they've proven that they can play at this level at this point. Desmond Reed's pretty darn good. Poppy Williams is pretty darn good. There's coaches on this team that obviously were at FCS that are pretty good coordinators and so forth. So you can't overlook anyone.
And it's the last full day of summer Saturday. We've got no rain to worry about, Coach. It'll be a little warm, but rocking on Rooney. Make sure you get there early. Fans were terrific last Saturday, and you're welcome back for everything they got going on right there in front of Acrisure Stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day. I mean, homecoming, all the pageantry last week was fun, but we need the fans out there. The Panther Pit has been they've been about as good the last 3-4 years as I can ever remember. Just standing room only, getting in there, and loud, proud, and inactive. And they didn't get you those two unforced errors, but maybe this week they can help us out a little bit.
No question.
That's what you need to know about Youngstown State, brought to you by PNC Bank. Make today the day. So, Pat, give you a minute to kind of give us 3 keys to victory.
Oh, man, I'm not ready for that yet, Larry. But I do want to play the I got more film to watch. They didn't play the clip of you singing Toby Keith on the radio during the game.
That wasn't me singing.
Who was it?
It was Bill.
Bill.
It wasn't Doran. It wasn't me.
What's going on here?
So he plays all these highlights. I thought it was you.
No.
When Desmond Reed scored, he said a little something to the opposition in the end zone, and he said, "How do you like me now?" And I said, "That's a great song." And then Bill started singing.
So I commented on the air. For Des, I said, "How do you like me now?"
And then Bill started belting it out.
That was Bill. That was Billy.
Oh man, that's legendary stuff.
And remember when he said, "I've heard some karaoke, and a lot of it's been bad."
That was pretty good though.
that was.
I'll give you one key: stop the run. How about that one?
That's the mantra of the Pitt Panthers and Coach Narduzzi. Let's hear it for Pat Bostic, and make sure you join us 2 hours before kickoff. We'll be on the air on the Panthers Network at 1:30. When we come back, some final thoughts. You're listening to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Panthers.
Hi, this is Bill Hillgrove. I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. Joe, it's commonly known that NSS Life has a wide range of insurance products and high-yielding annuities that are among the industry's best.
You're right, Bill. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Protecting and providing for your family. That's NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Mac.bid is here. What is it? It's your place to save up to 80% off retail. But don't share this news, because you don't need the bidding competition. Neighbor wants to know where you got that new mower? Lie. Mom's admiring your new cookware? Fib. Your priest wants a new TV just like yours. Okay, maybe you tell your priest about Mac.bid, but don't tell anyone else. You need to become a deceiver, a teller of untruths, a fabricator of falsehoods, a spinner of yarns. Winning at Mac.bid is amazing. Competition stinks. Mac.bid is here. Tell no one.
As on the football field, financial planning requires a comprehensive playbook to win the wealth management game. JKS Financial understands that your needs are unique and will provide the game plan to win your financial goals. Their wealth advisors use proven strategies with a focus on retirement distribution and will coach you through your journey to financial stability and peace of mind for the future. Visit jksfinancial.com.
Play in the field is under further review.
Making the right call requires speed and accuracy.
I've got your result right here, Mrs. Johnson.
Siemens Healthineers provides laboratories with fast and accurate test results when and where they're needed. From the world's largest hospital systems to care centers here in the Berg and across Western Pennsylvania, Siemens Healthineers helps labs tackle the toughest challenges.
You want a news source that delivers unrivaled football coverage? Then you want the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, because the Post-Gazette delivers football 24/7. High school, college, and the pros. Up to the minute, in-depth reports, scores and stats, matchups and highlights, breaking news, and breakout players. Exclusive coverage, online, in print, or on the go. So for football and all the news that impacts our region, the Post-Gazette delivers what matters most.
Let's return to the Pat Narduzzi Show on the Pitt Panthers Radio Network.
4th and 10. Here it is. Green back. Green. Plenty of time. Waits. Breaks, contained, throws the pass down the field. It's intercepted, and that's your ball game. Pulling that ball in front of the receiver was Kyle Lewis. Let's go! What a comeback!
What a moment in Pitt Panther football history, and there were so many moments, including today, Coach's guest, Brandon George, your super senior captain. What can you say about Brandon George, Coach?
You know, Brandon's outstanding. You know, sitting there thinking as he was talking and you were asking him questions, that guy's been exceptional in the fourth quarter. If you go back to, you know, the opener against Kent State, he makes that play, strips the quarterback of the ball and falls on it. That was a gigantic play to kind of end the game and take it all out. That was in the Kent State game. In the Cincinnati game in the fourth quarter, he makes that hit on the quarterback. He throws incomplete. You know, he hit the A-gap and drilled him, hit him twice. And then he makes that play. And then, you know, obviously this big play, you know, in the third quarter, I guess, you know, to change the tide a little bit and give us a little momentum.
He's a great leader and a great young man. Kind of for you, as the players picked him as a captain, but I bet you would have too.
No question. He had my vote too. He's a throwback. He's one of the old school middle linebackers.